All right, it was an interesting day yesterday. I deleted the Discord server, something I've had for 3.5, 4 years now, and it was great for the first few years, and it was used exactly how I would have wanted. It grew amazingly, and the last year or so, I actually haven't put much time into advertising it, to spending much time in there myself. One, being busier, having a private group which is paid, like all those things have to put out there straight away. But the main reason I didn't spend any time in there personally was the fact that every time I went in there, the toxicity, the racism, everything that was in there just didn't represent what I'm like as a person, how I am, and how I want to enjoy my time talking NRL fantasy. And a lot of the time it's not that, especially during the week. The game day chat was the best part of that group, and I understand that's a big loss. And when I went in there yesterday and said I was going to delete it, the amount of crap that came my way again, I just went and just watched it all, discussed back and forth, had some comments in there. And there are people in there that are great people. There are, as it always is, the minority, the smaller group, are the people that are the loudest and are the people that talk in these groups the most. We've seen it in the Facebook groups, the larger ones that are out there, that it's very hard to follow them. The anonymous stuff that you get in Facebook groups, that you get in Discord, it becomes very, very difficult. And the reason why it is gone is because it doesn't represent who I am as a person. We want to be kind, we want to be good to each other, we want to help each other in the NRL fantasy community. And for a long time now, unfortunately, there are great people in there. There are also people that are extremely rude. I've got screenshots of it all, like to me, to other people. You give someone the Discord link, and then a week later they're like, no, I don't want to be in there. So that is attached to my name, and I felt that there was the best time to remove it, and we can create a different place. So in here, I've got the link in the description, guys, if you want to jump into the JBFA public NRL Fantasy Facebook page. We've got the private crew as well, which is a separate Facebook group which has the WhatsApp, which is awesome for getting that game day chat, that back and forth experience that you felt in the Discord. But we have phone numbers attached. We have the ability to know who people are, right? Which is not the case in Discord. And every time we delete the people, the bad eggs, as you would say, the people that are being racist, the people that are bullying and all that kind of stuff, you delete them and they just create a new anonymous Discord username, basically, and get back in. And there was even one of the guys I was chatting with last night who was one of the people that was calling me names and different things like that. And he was like, oh yeah, well, I got deleted by so-and-so, and so this is an alternate account. I'm like, well, yeah, we put in the necessary measures to to avoid all that stuff, and those people just get straight back in. And I personally have full-time job outside of working NRL fantasy stuff, doing videos. The guys that were helping me, the moderators, they all have families, or they've got things that they want they do, and it also becomes tough for them to be in that group as well. And they're deleting people, and they get hate from the people that they're deleting, and or they're getting bullied themselves, or just the group in there, and the comments that are in there just aren't nice. And I'm not going to paint the picture that was everyone, and I know there's a lot of good people in there, but there's 4,500 people in there, and 300 active or something like that. And the amount of back and forth I've watched, and yes, I don't comment in there, but I'll go and check it out. And it just became enough was enough. And got back from Europe, and I was like, yeah, it's done. And I was going to give it 24 hours before I deleted it, and then I was in there chatting back and forth, and the negativity, the crap that was in there, it was just time to do it straight away. So I know there's been a fair bit of discussion in other Discords, in other Facebook groups, and people messaging me and asking about it. I just wanted to come out and talk about it, because it's just not me as a person. It represents my brand, my community, and that's not good enough. And Longy ended up reaching out, and I knew, like, they're all talking about, oh, we'll move to this Discord, we'll create our own, whatever it is. And he reached out to just to see what it was like. And he mentioned in there that it was a discussion point, me deleting it, but everyone was sort of praising me that, I was a good person in the group, in the world. And that's how I want to be seen, and that's how I am. And I don't want to be represented by the people that are negative and the bullying and all the rest in that group. But as soon as some people moved over to his Discord, and he's going to see some growth, and I'm sure amateurs will, and all this kind of stuff, which is fine. Like it is what it is. I'm still going to be here, just about to hit 5 years on the channel. I'm not going anywhere. It's just a thing of cleaning things up, and in this Facebook group, we'll be able to have that anonymity removed. Like, you have to show your face in this one, and you can't hide behind a screen and talk crap. Like, it's just not gonna fly. And once this group gets bigger, we'll have we will have discussion threads and game day threads and stuff anyway, so you can have those type of discussions. But you just can't be a dick, basically, in my groups anymore. And I'm not gonna stand for it. But Longy was saying that as soon as he had that influx of people come in, he had someone come out and you call someone a sped, the first thing they said. And I was like, well, that's exactly what we were seeing in the Discord group. And he was onto it straight away and banned them. But that's I think he's able to have more people in control and spend more time in there and control it a little bit better for the minority that they do come out and cause issues. So I'm sorry, straight up, to the people that did really like it. I know that once I said I was deleting it, those same people that are rude to each other were groveling and wanted it to stay. And someone's like, oh, just let me in charge and all this sort of stuff. And unfortunately, and that's the thing, like, they're in there and they're saying all this crap about me. And it's like, you're in my Discord, dude. Like, I created this and you're in my Discord talking crap about me. So what does that say about you, unfortunately? And the other thing is, like, there's people in there, they don't even, they're affecting my brand and the JBFA, the JB, the channel, all that kind of stuff. And they don't even watch the videos or consume anything. They just get someone else to, well, they just ask in there. And that's all well and good if you're being nice and you're being good. But I don't think that you deserve those type of privileges to have that awesome game day chat that for what it can be. And it was for the first few years. I spent lots of time in that game day chat over the first two, and the last few hasn't been as much for the reasons I'm outlining today. And it's something that's, I think, needs to be called out. Like, you can't just hide behind a screen and talk crap and people call me a pussy and all this sort of stuff. It's just like, no, I'm just a good person and I'm not going to stand for crap. Like, you can't just walk all over people with your words. It just doesn't work that way. It doesn't happen, and it's not going to stand here, and it won't stand in the new Facebook group, and it won't in any other fantasy creators groups as well. They're all over it. I wasn't able to be all over it. My team, the moderators, big thanks to those guys for being in there with Scoop, spending so much time there with Phil, with Pierce, for setting it all up, Gumby, all these guys for helping out, that have spent a lot of time doing that stuff. And sorry if I missed a few of the guys that sort of come in a little bit later, but like, they put in so much work for this to be a good thing. And that's the disheartening thing for a lot of them and for myself, is that you create something, you want it to be a bit different to what you've seen out there, and it was, until it wasn't. And it gets to a point there where it's very, very difficult to control. You can put in your phone number, authentication and all this sort of stuff, but people just get a different way of finding their way in, or of weaseling their way in and putting a stain on what could be a really good thing. So I'm sorry to the majority, whatever it is, that have been really good, did really enjoy that space. I am sorry for that. We'll create a new space. We have, if you do want to spend a little bit of cash, it's $30 for the year to get into the private group. It's all great people that discuss NRL Fantasy every single day, and it's amazing. It's what I've hoped a group to be. We'll have the public one here, which will be a larger group of people, already up to 319, and that's going to grow every single day, especially after this video and when I do promote it a bit more. So you'll have a space there. I'll chime in with some different nuggets each week, just as a little incentive to come in, and I'll comment different things, just like I do on the YouTube comments and everything else, and we can make this a good space that represents my brand and represents our the fantasy community in a better way than what we're seeing, unfortunately, on the Discord. And if you don't like me because of deleting the Discord, then so be it. I'm not here, for the likes. I'm here to give you guys the best content available. Try to anyway, and help you guys win at NRL Fantasy and enjoy your time doing it. To have that interaction, some of you may not have some friends and stuff that do play NRL Fantasy, so having these people online is where you spend a lot of your time and you enjoy it, and that's great, and that's what we want to bring. And listen to my my post game day analysis each morning. It's something to listen to, which is great. I love having that myself with different podcasts and different videos, and I watch press conferences and stuff for the NBA and all that kind of stuff. Like, getting right involved in something is awesome, and that's what I want for us here. I'd say we'd bring in a group chat for Facebook, but it only allows 250, and I think that'd be pretty tough to have. We'll see how it goes. Maybe we can open it up, and if people are dicks, we can delete and add some space and stuff like that. But we'll see how it all goes. Want to leave it there, guys. Thanks so much for tuning into this one, hearing the story. I know there's a lot of people asking about it and discussing it, so I thought it better to come from the horse's mouth. I'm sure a few of you guys saw it if you were in the Discord last night when I was discussing it, and a few people have reached out and I've told them the reasons, so I'll be very real about it. Unfortunately, it just hasn't been a good space. So we move on to greener pastures and a nicer community, which is exactly what we want. We keep pushing on with NRL Fantasy. We get it all out of the way before Magic Round so I can go and have a good time and be around positive people. That's what we're here for. So thanks so much, guys, for tuning in for this one. Get ready for my massive buys video heading into Magic Round. See you guys. Thank you.